Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys some insane Chase Young off-season workout videos. Also, we'll be showing you guys some highlight clips from the Commanders, offensive players practice down in Florida, including Sam Howell, Terry McLaurin, Jahan, Terry Diami, and many more guys, and some Madden ratings. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and that notification bell as well. Okay, so let's start off with the Chase Young off-season workout, clips, and then we'll get into the Florida clips with all the offensive guys, or most of them, and then we can get into the Madden ratings. Some more Madden ratings came out, and let's say some good news, but some not so great news. So no audio because of the music, copyrighted, but you're going to see Chase Young here. He looks explosive. He still has that knee brace on, or some, compression. I don't know if that's a compression thing or a little bit of a brace. It looks more of a compression thing, but you would like to see him without that brace eventually, or that compression. You would like him to, to see him without anything on his knees. But at this point, it's off season, and he's probably trying to strengthen that as much as he can before the season starts. So maybe by the start of the season, he won't have, a brace or anything on his knee, because I think in OTAs or minicamp he might have had a brace on. I'm not completely sure, but it'll be good to see him without that brace once the season starts, because it'll be over a year and a half since that injury has happened. But he looks really explosive here, and I'm excited to see what he can do this year, because again, this guy is so talented, and if he can just put those things together and stay healthy, which he's only had one major injury in his career. He had that little groin injury in his rookie year, but he was back after a couple games. But the ACL was major, and it was not just like a normal ACL injury. Like, there were other things there as well. Had to take like tissue from one knee and put into the other or whatever. So, I mean, I'm not a doctor, so I probably missed something there, but he didn't look 100% himself. Like last year, he did show some flashes, but I feel like those games were just trying to get some rust off. Now he's had a full off season to work, and he's going to get a play in training camp and the preseason, and I think he'll be good to go by the start of the season, like fully ready to go. Maybe the first game or two, a little bit of rust, but after that, he should be good. No excuses for him, and I'm expecting a big year for Chase Young. Like anything under, I think anything under 10 sacks is going to be pretty disappointing for a lot of people, but I don't think it would be surprising. I wouldn't be surprised if he got less than 10 sacks. I also wouldn't be surprised if he got over 12, because he is that talented. I've never given up on Chase Young. There have been times where I've been really frustrated because of how highly I think of him and how much talent he has, but he still has that talent. And again, he's only had one really full season, and that was his rookie year when he won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So I still believe in Chase Young, and if I had to give like a sack prediction, probably I'll go like 8.5, 9 sacks. I think that's a safe prediction. I think the lowest he could get is like 6, but I think he gets you 12, 13 if everything really goes his way. We'll get into his Madden rating in a second. Let's see, any other things? So, this is some footage, but I'm just going to go straight to the source. And this is Diami Brown's YouTube channel. I guess I got to go ahead and subscribe. I'll hit that notification bell a little bit later and that like button. You guys do the same on this video. But again, shout out to him. And the access there was great. And, he's there with obviously Diami. You see Terry there. I'm not sure who this is right here. If you guys know, let me know. And then you got Sam and Jacoby Brissett there as well. See, them throwing some dimes. You got Terry there. Brian Robinson's there. You got, I'm trying to think who else is there. John Bates is there. Jarrett Patterson is in some clips. You see some dots by Sam Howell and Brissett. And then I know Marcus Kemp is there. There are some other guys as well. Oh, Jake Fromm is there as well. Jonathan Williams. I know I'm probably forgetting a couple, but you guys see some nice, just easy things, right here. But, it's good to see these guys getting in a groove together. And you see Diami run a route here. And there was some really good insight. Like at the end of the clips, there was some, clips of, at the end of the video, there were some clips where, Jacoby Brissett was kind of explaining some route concepts to more like Diami and Jahan, but especially Diami a little bit, kind of showing him how he wants him to run it and how it would work in this offense. And I love to see that. and might actually go back and watch that. Maybe I'll even upload a video on that, but you see some routes right here by these guys. I think that was B-Rob. I couldn't see for sure. But yeah, it's a little bit of bonding experience too for these guys, all working together. I'm gonna, so basically, I don't need to show a ton more because again, they're just running routes right there. Jahan looks clean and is running those routes, and then it doesn't make the one-handed catch there, but that's a tough one right behind his back. But this video is 16 minutes long. They do this a little bit longer, and then it's Diami training for the last for the next 6-7 minutes, and then after that you have some work at the end. They do some fade routes and stuff like that. So go ahead and watch that out, or watch the video. I'll link it in the description. And yeah, again, just look up Diami Brown there, and yeah, it's great. So let's see any other things. So let's get into some Madden ratings. We talked about this yesterday. Terry's getting some respect, 92 overall. Cam Curl, 83, I think is pretty low. And then Curtis Samuel, 82. You guys see some other ones. We talked about this. You guys can go ahead and check that video out. But the ones today, Jonathan Allen got a 92 overall. I think that's respectable. I think that's probably where I would put him. These Madden ratings are very, very interesting to me. Aaron Donald, he's still good. I guess you can give him the respect for 99. He didn't have a 99 overall type season last year. Chris Jones, I respect that, 96. Dexter Lawrence, I think 94. I think Jeffrey Simmons at an 89 is ridiculous. I think he's at a minimum at a 92 where Allen is. I would probably put Allen up to a 93 with Quinnen Williams, and then I would probably put Jeffrey Simmons at a 94, and then Cameron Hayward at a 90, 91, and Vita Vea at 86, 87. And I mean, DJ Reader, Christian Wilkins, Vita Vea, all over Daron Payne. And there's more. I think Daron Payne was the 19th ranked defensive tackle at an 83 overall. An 83 overall is absolutely ridiculous. Is absolutely ridiculous for Daron Payne. He's so much better than that. At minimum, he's an 88. Minimum. He is an 88. Montez Sweat was put at an 82 overall. I think that's a little bit low. And Chase Young at an 85. Okay, here's the thing. Again, I like Chase Young, and he is so talented. But let's keep it real. Chase Young, if Cameron Curl and Montez Sweat and Daron Payne are 82s and 83s, Chase Young does not deserve an 85. I'm just keeping it real. He's getting this rating because of his name and because of, where he got drafted. Because Cam Curl has played much better every year. Besides maybe his rookie year, he's been better than Chase Young, and he gets an 83. And Chase Young, let's think about this logically. He played barely any last year because he was coming off an injury, and that's not his fault. But usually guys who missed a full year because of an injury get a little bit downgraded, but he hasn't. And again, I would be fine with Chase at an 85 if Montez had an 85 and Cam Curl got an 86, 87. Again, Madden ratings don't matter, and it's just a lot of them are just garbage ratings. I mean, and the game's kind of garbage, but you look at it, Daron Payne at 83, that just shows you how really their ratings are just terrible. But yeah, 85 for Chase. I would probably put him at an 82. Put Montez Sweat at an 84. Montez Sweat has done more, right now, in their careers than Chase Young has, in my opinion. And Chase Young has a chance, though. Again, we talked about it earlier in the video. He has a chance to go up all the way to a 90 this year if he wants to, or even higher, maybe a 92, 93. But I think right now an 85 is kind of high for him, especially coming off that injury, and low for guys like Montez Sweat and Daron Payne and Cam Curl. I think those guys kind of got cheated a little bit, but it is what it is, and this is the same clip, but I'll just play it while I'm going. But yeah, again, nothing's really changed in terms of the ownership stuff. They did say, I think, I made a video yesterday talking about the ownership, and they basically pre-approved it. There's Jake Fromm. It's going to get approved soon, probably on Thursday afternoon. And again, I'll make a video when that officially happens. And the next day, we're going to have a press conference and rookies reporting, and that's when everything starts to happen. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.